Owen, Kevin had said you were going to go for a second opinion on Thursday. How did that go for you, and what is it you're going to have to deal with now?
Yeah, it went, I think really well. Was able to avoid the surgery route, and should be a couple months, and be ready to go for next year.
Oh, and take us back to in Florida. We saw the play and the ankle, the knee. What happened in that play in your mind, and how is the ankle, first of all, given the fact that you're dealing with the knee?
The ankle's fine. You watch the video and it looks like it could have been a couple things, but luckily it was only one thing, and it was just kind of unfortunate play. Bad luck. The guy fell on my leg, and kind of I fell awkwardly with that, so kind of bad luck, but luckily it was only the one thing.
When you came back out on the ice, you did that spin in the one timeout. Were you just seeing? Was it pretty obvious to you that was it for you at that point when you tried that one spin?
It honestly, in the moment, didn't feel horrible. It's really, I think, certain movements that will really catch it, but it wasn't horrible. I think I went and saw the doctor, and they kind of had an idea of what it was, and suggested that it wouldn't be smart to go back out.
You mentioned that it's going to be a couple of months. Did they give you a rough timeline on when you'll be able to really start your off season and even get on the ice?
Like 2 months, I think, is kind of what they're saying.
Do you think you'll be able to do anything like before you're on the ice? Like, have you kind of gone down the road of mapping out your off season of what you might be able to do in the meantime besides rehab?
Mostly just rehab. I'll be able to get it in the gym. Probably got to stay away from lower body until then. But I think with just kind of getting the news, I still got to go and figure out what it's going to look like, and how I'm going to go about it. But I should be able to do some stuff in the gym, but obviously with the lower body stuff, it's gonna have to wait.
Well, Lindy Ruff has talked that he's worked with you quite a bit this year. I've had the assistant coaches. What have you learned about yourself this year, and what has Lindy said to you now moving forward? Where would he like to see you improve moving forward when we see you again in October?
I think we're on the same page with it. It's just for me, filling into my body and getting stronger. So that's kind of how I felt, and I think he felt the same way. So it's just going and doing that.
When you look at this season, certainly the first half, we all know what you guys went through. How do you think this club was able to kind of transform things from that March period to the end? What was the biggest thing in your mind that the club was able to go to another level?
I think when you look at whatever the last 20 games we just played here, and we started to play a lot better hockey. We I think kind of just started to play winning hockey and how we want to play. So I think obviously the first three quarters of the year was not good, but I think at the end of the year we're starting to play good hockey and definitely trending in the right direction.
Owen, you've had like a pretty regular rotation of defense partners here the last couple of years. Is that something you would like to see, maybe a regular partner with you, or does it matter however the coach wants to do it?
Yeah, to me it doesn't really matter. The partners get mixed up during the game no matter what, really. So it doesn't bother me. It's just kind of what the coaches want and what they think is best.
We know Lindy's message to everybody has been about you know, off-season preparation, coming back in shape in September, and there's going to be differences for you because of the injury. But what has the adjustment been like for you guys, learning Lindy's system, and how did that kind of the comfort with the coach kind of play out here in the second half, where it seemed like, you know, everybody was on much more of the same page?
Yeah, I think Lindy was great this year. For us, like you said, it's just the players put it together, which we were able to do the last 20 games, I think, but obviously wasn't nearly good enough to start the year. So, yeah, I mean, you know, having a better idea next year, I think will help, and gotta hit the ground running, really.
Oh, and the power play really did hurt the team this year. Both units, you know, had their problems at times. You quarterback one of the units. How do you feel the power play can be better, and how do you feel you can be better at quarterbacking a unit next season?
Yeah, I mean, there's, I mean, a lot of ways we can get better as a full unit. You know, so there's definitely some stuff to work on in the summer, and things that I think if you look at all of us, we need to get better at and do a better job of. So, yeah, I kind of forget what you asked me there, but
Just asking how, you know, both the power play can get better and how you can get better. You know, you're a young player, how you can improve your play on the power play as you quarterback one of the units.
yeah, I think, you know, for me, a lot of it is you know, my shot. You know, adding velocity to my shot, and being able to kind of score on the chances that I get. So I think you could probably, with scoring on the chances, go around to, you know, a lot of the guys that play on the units and say that. But I know for me, that's something for sure that needs to get better. And I think as a unit, I think we need to do a better job of when we don't score, creating momentum, and not allowing the PK to build momentum off it. So I think for us, we gave up way too much on the power play, and allowed teams to kind of build momentum when really you should be using the power play, whether you score or not, to build momentum for your team.
Thank you.